Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So hi everyone, my name is Sergej, I'm co-founder of 1inch Network. Before I start my keynote, I would like to play a game with you guys. So I have some 1inch chips here, which you can get also in the booth if you install our wallet. These are 1inch tokens, real live airdrop of our 1inch tokens, which can be used for staking and participating in a lot of protocols which we have. Can someone explain what DeFi is? Anyone?
Anyone knows
what is DeFi?
What's DeFi?
Decentralized finance. Very nice. Two chips for this, Mister. What is a DEX? Decentralized exchange. Very nice. And one more. What is CeFi? Centralized finances. Yeah. This, Mister. Very nice. So I see you are very educated. That's nice to see. I would like to start. Can someone start my presentation? No, it's not working. Maybe full screen would be great. We have less time, so I will start. So I plan to. What I understood in the last like 1.5 years, we were traveling around the globe, participating on conferences. I recognized that not everyone knows what exactly CeFi is, DeFi is, decentralized exchanges, how that works, which approaches are existing in decentralized finances. I try to explain also which risks we see in decentralized finance, which risk we have in centralized finances. So let's go ahead. Sorry, this can. All right. So centralized finances. We have really nice advantages in centralized finance. This we use in this case portal, like a platform, which is built by a centralized entity, which can be shut down. What we have seen in FTX, if some greedy people gamble with the client money. So in the case of FTX, $8 billion of US dollars were lost just over like a couple of years, maybe 1.5 years. And it's a huge problem, centralized finances. Of course, on the other side, we have nice UX, UI, great execution, no transaction costs, just only trading fees, potentially. And maybe also good quality of support, and this is really nice. But on the other side, not your key, it's not your money, right? So what Gessler said previously on Twitter in the video, it's very nice just to hear that. And kind of we see also some hacks. Sometimes it's happening that centralized exchanges are drained by hackers, and these funds are somehow misused for countries which are on sanction lists. We have, from our point of view, a better approach. It's very terrible. I'm sorry. Can someone control the presentation, please, and go down to the slides? Okay. Now, so what we have in centralized finance, centralized exchanges, we have around 570 centralized exchanges right now for cryptocurrencies. We have a good daily trading volume of 80 billion. Okay, let's go. We have really huge volume on centralized crypto exchanges. Okay, next slide. Okay, and the other side, the better solution from my point of view and point of view of my team, which is right now very, very big, like 150 contributors around the globe. We are building the future of finance from my point of view, and we are using the DeFi technology, decentralized finances, which use a decentralized computer, such as Ethereum, which is accessible from anywhere, and everything what is written, which programs existing on this computer are kind of written in stone, cannot be changed. In the best case, of course, we have other scenarios where people implement DeFi applications based on smart contracts in fully centralized manner and control everything. But kind of good approach is to have fully permissionless and trustless implementation. So we have advantages of using DeFi that you own your crypto, you don't trust anyone, you keep your crypto on hardware wallet, on maybe on an application on your smartphone. You have really great transparency. If you use a program like smart contract, you can read the code. Of course, if you don't understand, maybe you can read the audits, security audits, which are mostly done for the famous protocols out there. We have some risks based on the architecture of, for example, Ethereum. It's possible to front-run people, to sandwich them and to extract value from every trade, what's happening right now in decentralized finances. We have high network fees, what we have seen previously, 700 GUI on gas costs like day ago. It was really crazy. And we have, of course, smart contract tracks, but still we have the opportunity to read these smart contracts instead, compared to the centralized implementations, where nothing is transparent. You don't know what is implemented there. In the case of FTX, they had own exception implemented that the daughter, own company wouldn't be liquidated if something goes wrong. In a smart contract world, you can verify everything. This is really nice. So DeFi today, we have 50 billions of total value locked. That means people provide liquidity to smart contracts, and these smart contracts offer to exchange one currency against another. We have daily DEX volume around 3 billions of US dollars, and the total trading volume in 2022 was about 1 trillion of US dollars. But take a look here. This is the market size. DeFi is very, very small. We have huge room to grow. The crypto market, the centralized crypto market is around 1 trillion, and the traditional finances are around 500 trillion of US dollars. So we have really huge opportunity to grow and to make this traditional financial system more efficient. So what are decentralized exchanges? We have different approaches in DeFi. We have order book-based liquidity. We have MM-based, so based on automated market makers, which is just a smart contract which use math. Bonding curve, in terms of Uniswap, for example, they use specific bonding curve formula to ensure that liquidity provider don't lose money if it trades in one direction and the other direction. So we have limit orders against market orders as well. So you can create a limit order fully in decentralized manner. You can use 0x, you can use 1-inch limit order protocol as well. So to just sell one asset against another, you don't have to trust anyone except just the smart contract, which is audited, and everyone can read it and verify that you will get what you accept without trusting anyone. So we have our market orders. It's just the user make a transaction and exchange on Uniswap, for example, or use an aggregate and exchange on 10 liquidity sources in one single transaction. Maybe, yeah, okay. So order book based DEXs It's similar to centralized exchanges, but in fully decentralized manner. The technology works with wallet signatures, so it ensures that the user who owns the private key of the wallet really sign the order and offer to exchange one asset which they own in the wallet against another. There are some protocols, I already told, 0x. Oasis was also an on-chain, but they switched to something else. And one-inch limit order protocol for sure. We have liquidity-based DEXs. So it's the liquidity is to 1 or 2 pairs of tokens, maybe 3 pairs, depends on the protocol. Balancers support a lot of tokens, so you can just provide your 10 tokens into a liquidity protocol and just earn on the trades on it. So we have Curve for stable tokens. It's kind of really good amount. Next slide, please. It's good amount of protocols there. So here we come to the aggregation approach. We from 1inch, we came to an idea how to execute in the best efficient manner by just aggregating the whole liquidity. We wrote an algorithm which use multiple markets at the same time. Just imagine you have 10 million of US dollars, you would like to buy a Tesla stock. And you cannot go just to Frankfurt stock market and exchange to exchange the 10 million of US dollars. You will get maybe worse rate because they have not enough liquidity. Yeah. So, but it makes sense to split in small amounts and to exchange everywhere a little bit, but not only on one market, but also for example, if you have US dollar, like 10 million of US dollars, you exchange part in euro, Swiss franc, Singapore dollar, and you go to different exchanges around the globe and exchange to Tesla stock. This is what we do actually, but on blockchain in one single transaction. Fully atomically, fully secured, the user will get what they see and expect. Next slide, please. So the art of aggregation, this is actually Min-Cost-Max law algorithm, which we approach here. Find the best way through multiple liquidity sources and markets to achieve the best execution ever. So we have risk in DeFi. So the sandwich attacks. This is a huge problem right now. If you go to Uniswap, if you go to Balancer, to Curve, and if you do a transaction which use high amounts, like for example, like up from 10,000 US dollars, you get front run. Someone come and extract value from your transaction because it's visible in the mempool. It's the architecture of Ethereum right now and other similar blockchains like Binance Smart Chain as well. The attackers exchange before you and exchange after you in the same block and extract value from you. Next slide, please. So people lost 1.5 billion of US dollars. And this is really crazy. These are around 10% of this, all swaps made in 2022. Next slide, please. I would like to talk about DEX user experience. Next slide. Normally, it looks like if you're not using aggregators, you're looking for a DEX. You need to spend time. You need to find the right DEX which support this token which you would like to sell or buy. And then you need to compare all the rates, and it takes time and money, and and you will potentially lose on execution as well. So you connect your wallet, you decide to exchange. In this example, someone got 1,000 USDC airdrop and needs to sell it. They need Ethereum to make the transaction because the transaction needs to be paid in Ethereum or other similar blockchains like Binance Smart Chain. And of course, they need to do kind of interaction with the smart contracts. It's very annoying. It's a terrible user experience. And you get sandwich as well, yeah, because of the math bots. Next slide, please. And we came to a new kind of approach. We introduced 1inch Fusion, which we introduced it in December, which solved a lot of problems. It solved the math attack. Please, next slide. It reduced the risk of bad execution. It utilized the whole liquidity in the market, and it's introduced also new features, multi-thread trading, and on decentralized exchanges. You don't have to wait for for the transaction of the first swap if you want to do the second swap. So it's fully synchronously executed since it's based on the limit order protocol and a specific Dutch auction. One more slide. I need 1 more minute. So, and this is how our Dutch auction is built. It's fully implemented in a decentralized manner. There are some solutions out there right now, but they use centralized entity to execute and send the transactions. So, and then try to achieve what we achieved here in last December when we released it. This curve you see here, this is the curve of the liquidity in decentralized finance. Since our Pathfinder can recognize which liquidity is accessible for which rates, we can create such a nice curve and make a limit order with the Dutch auction. We sell in the first 3 minutes based on the liquidity which is existing on the market by going from the best rate what you can get when you swap small amount to the rate when you swap the full amount. For example, if you're exchanging 1,000 Ethereum, you get a price slippage maybe of 30 bips, 0.3 percentages. And to execute it on the market makes no sense because you lost 30 bips, right? It makes sense to split it as well in small pieces and sell a little bit over time. It's like a huge OTC deal, what's normally happening when someone sells a huge amount of money among a lot of centralized exchanges, they sell it over time. And we are doing this on blockchain, fully permissionless, trustless, yeah, highly efficient. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to stay here. Yeah, thanks.